Good morning, God's people. It's me, Serena. Today, I wanted to talk about drawing near to the Lord, drawing closer to Him. He promised us if we draw closer to Him, He will draw near to us. In this walk with the Lord and being more Christ like on this journey of life, it's important that we continue to build our relationship with the Father. In this life, we will go through circumstances and difficulty in relationships, business acquaintances, foes, friends, loved ones, family. You will need to be able to understand that you can't control people. You cannot make someone love you. You cannot make rebellious children act accordingly. You cannot make the ungrateful grateful. What you can do is rely on the Father to help you, enable you, highlight ways in which you can orchestrate your environment, ways that you can have relationship functioning that is beneficial to your purpose and whatever that is. If it's a work environment, you can rely on the Father to intervene in that on your behalf. If it's relationships with rebellious teenagers, upbringing in toddlers, grade school children, difficult parents, your husband or wife, you can relate on the Father to intervene into those scenarios and turn things around so that it can be beneficial to your walk in this life. You will not be able to see what the Spirit is doing if you're not drawn closer to the Father. Rebellious children, for instance. You can talk to some children until you're blue in the face. And they're still going to be deceitful. They're still going to try to be manipulative. They're still going to try and be good in your face and not so good behind your back. Fraudulent activities. Now, instead of focusing on those aspects of a child's upbringing, it's up to the parent to highlight in the way that it should go. Train up a child. Okay, that's what training comes in. Training doesn't happen overnight. Training doesn't happen over a year. Training happens consistently throughout their lives, consistently throughout praying for the betterment of your child's understanding, enlightening, unstopping their ears, allowing God to know that you want them to be able to see and discern situations in the way that is beneficial to the Father. Once you bring everything in your life under subjection in order to give God the praise, He delights and have joy in that. He loves that. He's very, very pleased with that type of activity. And it makes his ear a little more sensitive to you when you are in time of need of dealing with a difficult situation at the job, or a difficult situation in your business, or a difficult situation with your children. If you consistently draw closer to Him, reading His Word, learning how His voice sounds, meditating on His goodness and His good pleasures that it brings Him to bless you, meditating on the way that you woke up and you're able to see and not blind from just going to sleep, and then you wake up and you're blind. Praising God that you're able to hear. There's nothing wrong with your hearing. Praising God that you're able to to formulate sentences into paragraphical form. There's nothing wrong with your brain activity. Just letting him know how much you are in awe of him and his glory. You know, if you do those things, he will definitely have no problem with drawing closer to you. And remember, you cannot serve two masters. You will definitely pick one to be on your throne that you are giving good praise to, that you are worshiping, because you will worship one or the other. Now it's Friday. Today is March 5th, 2021. And I just wanted to leave you with those things. Draw closer to the Lord, and he will draw definitely closer to you. He will show you actually what a provider is in ways that you could never imagine. You could never imagine. Just open up your spirit and receive that. I pray that your soul prospers as well as your bank account. Blessings.